Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Aries, we're going to do a quick peek at whatever the message may be for right now. Happy New Year, everyone. So honored you guys are here. By the way, at 7:30 p.m., so in just about 40 minutes, I will be going live and doing part two to that collective message that I posted earlier today. Thank you guys for the support and letting me know that you guys wanted a part two. But we have the Mastery of Wands in the reverse. Okay. And I have makeup smeared everywhere. Sorry, Aries. Um, I'm thinking that we've got either someone who's in a bad mood. We could have Aries themselves feeling irritated, feeling like they'd like to pull their energy back, feeling like they're needing to look out for number one, or this is somebody who should have and could have been a very great match for Aries, but instead they could be in a karmic cycle of selfishness. And the third way I could look at this is somebody's actually talking smack about Aries, saying Aries is all those things. We have an Eight of Swords in the reverse. No, I feel like there's tension here and the desire to break free of something, the desire to be like not hindered by somebody that's very arrogant. Let me just see. We have the Nurturer of Cups. Okay, listen, we've got two different, well, I should say two different king energy, but really this is a feminine that just happens to have a masculine on it. So this is actually the Queen of Cups, but they did choose to put a masculine on the feminine card. I never care about genders anyway, but it does say, I think Aries is seeing through somebody. I think that they have recognized someone who was jealous of them, somebody that was selfish, somebody that was really not the best match for Aries. Even in all fairness, they should have been. But if this King of Wands was competitive or something with Aries at one point in time, and this could have been a friend, a frenemy, a lover, it should have been somebody who had a lot in common with Aries. But it's like they had everything that Aries was, they had the shadow version of it. And I'm thinking that now that Aries has seen that, they're like, I keep feeling like somebody was smack talking. They were talking trash about Aries, and maybe it really hurt Aries, and maybe even made Aries feel small, or made Aries feel like they should withdraw, or they should, almost, sometimes when people are unexpectedly nasty or mean, how it just makes us go, I don't know why I did to deserve that, and we just kind of shrink away. I'm thinking Aries kind of couldn't figure out what the deal was. Now, this could be someone else comes in who wants to tell Aries in no uncertain terms, listen, that person, Aries, they don't know a thing about you. Don't you listen to those selfish words. That is pure jealousy talking on their part. And we could have a divine masculine who's coming in this deeply nurturing energy that's going to give Aries a message to like help them see the situation for what it is. Like I almost feel like we have a masculine who's like, oh, Aries, you deserve so much better. Yeah, Aries does deserve better, and Aries knows it. I think Aries figured out even before whomever this is who may come in and tell them the exact same thing. I do feel like Aries knows it because we have the Queen of Wands, and this is Aries all day. But you notice this is Year of the Serpent, which technically we're not in quite yet, but we're headed there. On the 29th of January, we'll begin the Year of the Snake. But she already has that cobra staff. She also has a tattoo. Aries could have a tattoo, by the way. They could also be, it's by the way, it's the tattoo of a phoenix rising. Um, it doesn't have to be a tattoo. It could be that Aries has some, I almost feel like I know so specific, but like a car, what do you call those? The things that we hang in our car to make nice smells. Odorizer. I don't know what they're called right now. My brain has blanked out on the most simple of thoughts, but it comes across like our Aries is perhaps rising from the ashes, this symbol of a phoenix rising. I really feel like Aries got stepped on, stomped on. This does feel like it could have been even in a marriage or in a divine partnership, but instead, Aries was maybe insulted, made to feel small, made to feel that nothing they did was right. And it is because of somebody that was deeply jealous of Aries. They wanted Aries to be smaller than they are. They had to outshine Aries. They had to be the most attractive person in the room. So if Aries dressed nice, oh my God, you're going to outshine me. So I want to insult and be like, wait, you're wearing that? I'm picturing I'm sorry to bring up such unpleasantness, but this person, you notice how even here they're sitting here kind of like, let me assess you. Almost like they put themselves into this position where they needed to give the stamp of approval to Aries. Like, I want to say, who put you in charge? Aries can decide what they wear. Aries can decide how their hair is. Aries can decide what look they're going for. Aries gets to decide how big their hoops are going to be. She is gorgeous. She looks awesome. Everything about this, she's got her own style. She didn't just pull her hair up. She put a crown on top. She did some cool designs on the side there. Like everything about her style is so uniquely her. Her, like the added things, the, what do you call them? I'm going to say the accoutrements, even though that's not the word I'm looking for. Accessories, there we go. Her accessories are unusual, right? Why a cobra headed cane? Why not? It looks awesome with this entire vibe. This Aries doesn't need permission to dress in their own unique style. This Aries does not need somebody to give them the up and down and score their wardrobe and determine whether or not they're allowed to go out in that. And I kind of feel like somebody was highly critical, not somebody, that King of Wands of the past was incredibly critical of Aries decor, the way they dress themselves. I feel like this Aries may have a real flair for unusual, unique, almost like theatrical quality. Like, you know how rock stars can wear really amazing things, or performers can wear really incredible things, and we expect that, we want to see that. It's so much more interesting to look at. Like, that's why they do it. It also says a little bit about, like, this is me, this is my brand, this is a part of my artistic self is now not only going to come through my singing, it's also going to come through, what you see as I stand before you on the stage. I feel like Aries has this flair for dramatic and this uniqueness about what they do. And it could be very big and bold, or it could be something that is just like, oh, I like to try on different lipstick shades. Now, it doesn't matter if Aries is a masculine or feminine. Here they show up as a feminine. But their unique flair is so sexy, so attractive. And I think that's what drove that King of Wands bananas. I can't have somebody that attractive. I can't have somebody who looks that good. I can't. It's too threatening. It's scary. But what's interesting is you notice how she wears a crown, and you notice so does this particular King of Wands. You notice that he also has like tattoos across his forehead, kind of like depicting like his own unique style of like third eye kind of awakening and intelligence. I almost feel like whoever this is, who is like really giving our character the support and the applause, it's somebody who has their own unique flair as well. Maybe this is a masculine who was kept small most of his life as well. But I really feel like Aries has a strong supporter. And I think that's important for Aries to hear words of support from somebody. Even though Aries is good, Aries doesn't need it on one side. We have a 5 of Cups. You know what's interesting is that there could be a real cathartic cry coming on from Aries where it's like, God, how is it that this person who maybe doesn't play a big role in my life, but they have kinder words, more supportive words, and more protective words to say, to me than the person who should have been my mate or my partner. It sucks that I'm getting more support from someone who is maybe not playing a huge role in my life, and yet they see the real me and they like the real me even more. It's not that this King of Wands didn't like Aries. They were too threatened by Aries. Aries was going to look better than them, always did look better than them. It made them kind of small and mean inside because Aries looks better than me. Aries is going to get the accolades. Aries is going to get the eyes to turn to them. And now I feel jealous. Jealous because I need that, but also jealous because now other people see how gorgeous and how amazing my Aries is. And I've been trying to make them think that they're not all that, so they'll stay with me. That is what was in the undercurrent, I think. And I want to say that this could even be the Aries is like, huh, what a damn shame that maybe a stranger can see that and can call it like it is. I think Aries knows this, but I also think them getting that message from somebody else who sees it the same way. It's like, it's so sad that somebody has to be competitive when we could have been so good together. Okay, but let me just ask, with the nurturer of cups, tell me about this king slash queen of cups. We have the high priestess. Whoever this person is, they really are. They're. I don't know. I never care about genders anyway, but this character is definitely giving off strong feminine vibes, even if they're a masculine. But this could be somebody that's like a. They have the gift of, the second sight. They have the gift of, again, with that third eye being open. This could be somebody who is just a deep intuitive. They could be a psychic, an empath, but they play a role in, I'm going to say, grounding our Aries and giving Aries that piece of straightforward information. Like, Aries, you do know that you're very unique, right? You do know that you stand out like, this glowing flame in an otherwise dark room. You do know that that's going to trigger someone who they need to be looked at. But you're going to be looked at your whole life, even if you don't try. You have an aura about you. You have a golden aura. I mean, I feel like this is a person who's just going to say it like it is. And I really think that straightforward information, I think Aries needed to hear it. That's actually really beautiful. And I think it's going to help Aries get around this. Universe, what is the universe saying to Aries about this whole situation? What is the message there? Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords. It really is like this divine person, this divine high priestess, masculine, feminine, whatever they are somebody who's going to be instrumental in Aries' next chapter of life. Why? Because they give Aries a straight T, right? I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth right now. I'm going to tell you, Aries, what I already know about you, what I already know about your situation. I'm going to give it to you straight. That person was jealous of you. They got their own stuff to go work on. So Aries, go out and meet somebody new. Maybe meet a fellow Aries, maybe meet an air sign, but your journey is just beginning. Like, that's what the message is for, like, the universe messaging this to Aries. It's like, Aries, you came across somebody who gave you a piece of real straightforward observation, and it kind of reflects what I think the universe has been trying to tell Aries all this time. Aries, you're meant for more, you're meant for bigger, you're meant for another different relationship. You're not meant to be with somebody who wants you to play small so they can feel big. So here is the galaxy themselves talking to Aries about this. And I just think it's more like this needed to come from an external confirmation from another person, so the Aries could have it like, okay, I know that that's what my intuition was telling me, but it's so amazing to hear it from someone else's lips, external to me. Okay, that's it. I need to move forward. This is the beginning of my journey, not the end of it. And I really think that there's somebody up ahead, or a whole new life, chapter of life for Aries. We've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I don't know that it goes right into romance. What is Aries about to do? What's their next step? Two of Swords in the reverse and the Justice upright. Okay, so anything that Aries didn't pursue, didn't go after, anything that where their light was being swallowed up or taken away, or they were being suppressed in that previous connection, this is maybe why Aries is supposed to be like setting things right. Don't hold back on any of the beautiful things. If Aries had wanted to go out and pursue something, if they wanted to wear some super awesome outfit, if they wanted to go do certain things and they didn't because they were previously with a partner that monitored the way they dressed, that gave mild veiled insults instead of compliments, it says for Aries to cut themselves free and to go after all the things that they were missing out on, to go and set things right for themselves by not holding themselves back anymore. Okay, what does that mean? I don't know if somebody wanted to go into the police academy or like forensic sciences. I only say that because we actually have the police here on horseback. We also have, I don't know, maybe there's something about the equestrian realm there also. Maybe Aries likes horses or wanted to do something with horses, train horses, massage horses, do dressage, whatever it may be. But this is also, it's got to do with the legal system. So I'm wondering if Aries had wanted to go into like a career path where there was a legal aspect, it kind of says, all right, pursue it. Aries doesn't have to go seeking some new romantic connection. That'll probably come. But right now, all the time that Aries didn't have their ability to shine brightly, those are the things to pursue right now, their interests, their hobbies. And we have the wise one, which in any other deck would be our Taurus energy of the Hierophant. If there's a spiritual belief system, if there's a, I've always wanted to take this yoga retreat, this meditation retreat, I've wanted to go to Thailand, I've wanted to go to Bali, I've wanted to go, excuse me, to Japan, to China, wherever I've wanted to go and seek some kind of inner peace or knowledge or wisdom, I'm going to go do that. Like, oh, this just looks so positive and so bright. We have a Page of Swords. I do feel like this is a very, I keep feeling like Aries is going to be taking a trip in 2025 that could be international, could take them someplace else, maybe someplace where there are crocodiles, alligators. So definitely could be places where it's, gosh, we have crocodiles and alligators in the south of the United States. We have them in Mexico. We have them, in Thailand. We have them, in many rivers around the world, or moving out into the salty ocean. But it's something about taking a trip, taking an adventure that they know is going to unlock something important for them. It is about learning. There's some big thing that I think Aries has, like a purpose or a skill set that just hasn't been fully appreciated or brought to light just yet. 5 of Swords. They may have to, let me put it this way. It doesn't mean that they have to defend their right to fly free, but they have to gain their freedom. And I wonder if this Aries hasn't been held back by one person after another in their lifetime, and they're really supposed to be able to do what is like part of their calling. If it's an area of study, if it's an area of interest, if it's an area where they would like to, it feels very spiritual. So we're going to go over to this spiritual deck here. Emerging spiritual gifts. And that's kind of what this feels like for our Aries. Cartomancy. Aries may be being called to explore messages in a deck of cards, discover the guidance, messages, and future in the cards. If this is, it doesn't have to be tarot cards. It could be anything from, ancient scripts, Sanskrit, imagery, pictures. It doesn't necessarily have to be cards per se, but a collection of different images, different things that prompt different ideas. It just kind of feels like, if our character is interested in, I do feel it's something historical. I do feel it's something spiritual. I do feel it's like an area of interest, hobby, or study. I mean, maybe our characters can become an awesome tarot card reader, or perhaps it's something to the left of that. This has such a spiritual connotation, but it does kind of come across as like, I don't know, some path of like, maybe Taoism or something along those lines. But it's about finding peace over complications. So I would just say it's a path of healing and a path of interest in that. Who does Aries meet along this path if this is where they're headed? We have got a 9 of Swords in the reverse. We've got a Page of Pentacles upright. They very well may not only find deep inner peace for themselves, but they may meet someone who is either a kindred spirit, a kindred soul, somebody that they can start to share a new journey with. This could be somebody that's a younger soul than they are, but that could represent a brand new beginning. Whether this is a friendship, whether this can become a romance. They may have dark hair, they may have very lovely skin, but they may also be at a point in their life where they too are starting on a new journey. This looks like, this is such a wonderful fresh start for Aries. I just loved this one. It's about time that we get something brand new for them. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.